Welcome to White Regis TV Film Review and Preview. I'm Andrew Wright. This weekend, Super Bowl 57 takes the internet by storm, with it being the latest and biggest game in the American football season. But film fans have more reason to be excited, as the yearly Super Bowl features a series of highly anticipated film trailers that are released online throughout the course of the game. Some famous previous examples from previous years would be the trailer for the second Doctor Strange film, which revealed the involvement of Patrick Stewart, and the trailer for the Cloverfield Paradox, the third film in the Cloverfield franchise, which had a surprise release on Netflix after the 2018 game. This year's selection of trailers is rumoured to include the trailer for the feature film version of The Flash, which will reset the DC universe. Other rumoured trailers include the trailer for Fast and Furious 10, which will release early on February 10th, which hasn't taken place at the time of writing and recording this. There are also rumoured to be trailers for the Super Mario Bros. Movie, Scream 6, Transformers Rise of the Beasts, Pixar's Elemental, and a trailer for Marvel's The Marvels, also being rumoured for a debut. I will make sure to keep a note on any interesting and or unexpected trailers that debut, so stay tuned. Next Wednesday is the release of a British independent horror slasher film that puts a dark twist on the Winnie the Pooh books, titled Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. The film follows Pooh and Piglet, who have become feral and bloodthirsty murderers after Christopher Robin left for college, and so they decide to terrorize a group of young university students. The film is independent, produced on a budget of under $100,000 in a collaboration with ITN Studios, and was only made possible due to the original 1926 book entering the public domain in the US, enabling people to adapt the original book as long as it doesn't match the depictions of the characters in any of the films produced by Disney, who still retain exclusive copyright to the family-friendly character depictions that were originally intended. The film is already a moderate box office success from its early premiere in Mexico, with a sequel with a bigger budget being in development for a 2024 release, as well as horror films based on Bambi and Peter Pan also being in development. Release is expected to be limited, so you'll have to check out online to see if there is any information for your local cinema. Anticipation builds for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, the latest film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, ahead of its release next week, after it had its world premiere this week. The film features a returning cast of Paul Rudd, Evangeline Lilly, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Michael Douglas, as well as introducing Kathryn Newton to the Ant-Man cast as Scott Lang's daughter, and properly introducing Jonathan Majors to the larger MCU as the new big bad Kang the Conqueror, after previously appearing as a variant of the character titled He Who Remains in the Season 1 finale of Loki. The film revolves around Rudd's Scott Lang enjoying his popularity after the events of Avengers Endgame, until Lang and the rest of the main cast get dragged into a new adventure in the quantum realm that puts them up against Kang. The film kicks off Marvel's fifth phase and draws them closer to the next Avengers film, with conversations already beginning for a fourth Ant-Man film. That's all I have for this week, but be sure to check back in next week where I will preview Quantumania's opening weekend. Now back to Gary in the studio.